This record was hard to get. Nightfall was already really optimized, but I did a few things that made the run a bit more consistent, and in the end I managed to get the world record by just a second. Now I finally have all the solo speedrun world records of Extinction. The first cool trick of the run is right at the start. Due to some weird collisions of the fences, you can clip through them. This allows me to get to the drill earlier, saving 4 seconds. The previous record also does this, but with the old method. The old method was sprinting into the corner and rotating. This is the method I was told about by a guy named Rambas Girl, but this method is quite inconsistent and only has about a 15% success rate. It's really hard to do it consistently. Thanks to the destroyer we found a better method that's way more consistent. I will link the video in the description. But by using this strategy, the success rate went up to 40%. This allowed me to get a lot more games going, which was really nice, because the next RNG check is brutal. In order to have a shot at the world record, I need the hives to be in the right locations. The chance of this happening is terrible. There is a 25% chance for the hives to be good in the first area, 25% for the second area and 66% for the third area. If we add those chances up, we have a 4% chance for a good run. That means that on average 1 in 25 runs will have good Hive RNG. And in that run I also have to hit the fence clip. So to get this world record I did hundreds of resets, but eventually I got the RNG and the fence clip in one run. In my run I checked the hives in the second area, which are good of course, but I can't see the last hive of the second area. The last hive can be in 2 spots and one of them is way slower than the other. But we figured out a cool method to check out if the hive is correct. By doing portable turret clipping in this spot, it is possible to go out of bounds. I have to be careful I don't fall off the map, but now I can run around this building and see if the hive is in the right spot. And it is. This trick has saved me a lot of time, since now I know a lot earlier if I have to reset. Now I go back inbounds into the first area and continue the run like normal. At the end of the area it's time for the first breeder fight. This is where all the time save is at. The previous world record does a quick kill, but could have been a bit faster. Let me show the gameplay side by side. As you can see, I killed the breeder just a tiny bit earlier. Any faster and the game would softlock. I placed the drill at the next hive a second earlier, and don't worry about it teleporting, that's normal. But this is all the possible time save in this speedrun. Now I can't mess up anything the rest of the run to get the world record. The second area goes smoothly, and I already know I have the good hive at the end. I run into the last area and wait for the breeder to go away and place the drill. Any earlier and the game would softlock. I check if I have good hives in the area, which I do, so we have a good run. I pick up the Venom X, which will be important later, and I finish the hives in this area. Now I just need a clean 1 cycle breeder fight. This is probably the hardest part of this run, and it's all the way at the end. To do it I must kill the breeder within 10 seconds. I still have that 1 second lead that I just need to keep. The 1 cycle breeder fight has become a bit more consistent due to a small change. Instead of an ARX I have a bulldog without an arc attachment and no crippled slay ammo. This way the bulldog can shoot through the invisible walls which the breeder is surrounded with. Let's do this 1 cycle. The breeder spawns in and jumps down from the building. I already shoot a Venom X bullet even though the breeder's health bar has not appeared yet. Now I start spamming mortar strikes, which are buffed by the maxed out engineer class. These mortar strikes are the key for the 1 cycle. The breeder's health bar appears and my Venom X bullet explodes and it starts raining mortars, dealing a lot of damage and knocking down the breeder. I shoot another Venom shot and reload my Venom X. I shoot 2 more Venom X shots to his face while my screen is shaking like crazy because of all the mortars, and this does a lot of damage. Normally I would reload my Venom X again and go for 2 more shots, but I figured out it's a lot more consistent to switch to the bulldog and use my weapon special ability to spray his face. And just like that I got the 1 cycle. In slow motion it does look kinda easy, so let me show it in real time just once. I finished out with a time of 39 minutes and 56 seconds. Don't worry about the timer, in the gameplay I just stopped it a bit late. But with that time, I have the world record by just a second. Shout out to Solo Mimbo by the way, for the previous world record, which was the first ever sub 40 minute run. If you want to see the full run, there's a link in the description. But now that I have all the solo speedrun world records, I do want to make a quick announcement. I think I have done pretty much everything there is to do in Extinction. I loved making all the videos and doing all the challenges, but I think it's time to play another game and make other videos. If something pops up in Extinction, like Mayday Brutal mode or a remake, I will come back and play it. I won't leave the Extinction community or something like that, but you might see some different videos and streams from me soon. I hope you guys like it as well. There is still some Extinction content coming though. But that's everything for this video. Bye guys.